New York City, the Big Apple, the city that never sleeps. New York is an old city, and that means two things. Lots of barely known locations and a lot of weird. And that's what we're looking for today. Little known location weird on today's episode of 5 Weird Things. Welcome to the channel. I've never been to New York City, but I have searched the internet for the better part of an hour, so that makes me an expert. So those of you that have been to New York City, name the weirdest thing, location, or person you can remember. Let me know down in the comments. All right, let's get into it. First, the things we should all know. New York City is located in the northeastern United States in New York State. It's composed of 5 boroughs: Brooklyn, the Bronx, Manhattan, Queens, and Staten Island. It is home to 8.4 million people who speak more than 200 languages and hail from every corner of the globe, and was one of the original main entry points to the United States for immigrants. Weird thing number 5, the Roosevelt Island Smallpox Hospital. The hospital is a historic structure located in the southern tip of Roosevelt Island in New York City. Originally designed by architect James Renwick Jr., the hospital opened in 1856, played a crucial role during the smallpox outbreaks in the 19th century. Smallpox was a highly contagious and deadly disease, and the hospital served as a quarantine facility for patients. The Smallpox Hospital is an example of Gothic revival architecture and is considered one of Renwick's masterpieces. The design features pointed arches, ribbed vaults, and other Gothic elements. The building's architecture reflects the mid-19th century belief that Gothic-style structures promoted better health and hygiene. Not sure why that is. The hospital was in use until the early 1950s, after which it fell into disrepair and abandonment. However, recognizing its historical and architectural significance, efforts were made to preserve and restore the building. In the 1970s, the Smallpox Hospital and the surrounding ruins were listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Subsequent restoration work has stabilized the structure, preserving it as a historic landmark on Roosevelt Island. Weird thing number 4, Brooklyn and the monk parrots. Monk parakeets, also known as Quaker parrots, are not native to New York, but have established feral populations in various parts of the city. The monk parakeets in Brooklyn, including those near the Greenwood Cemetery, are believed to be descendants of escaped or released pets. Monk parakeets are known for their adaptability to urban environments. They often build large communal nests made of sticks and twigs on utility poles, buildings, other structures. In Brooklyn, you can find these distinctive nests high in the trees or atop electrical poles. The monk parakeets near the Greenwood Cemetery have become a local attraction, drawing bird enthusiasts and curious residents. Their vibrant green plumage and communal behavior make them a unique and unexpected sight in the urban landscape, creating a sense of connection between nature and the city. Weird thing number 3, there is a castle in Central Park. Belanger Castle in Central Park was designed in 1867 by Calvert Vaux and Jacob Ray Mould as a Victorian folly. The castle was intended to be both functional and decorative, providing panoramic views of the park and its surroundings. It was initially designed as a lookout tower and later transformed into a weather station. And since 1919, the National Weather Service has operated a weather station from Belanger Castle. The castle's location and height make it an ideal spot for monitoring weather conditions in Central Park and the surrounding area. The weather station collects data on temperature, wind speed, and precipitation, contributing valuable information for local forecasts. Over the years, Belanger Castle has undergone several renovations. In the 1980s, the Central Park Conservancy restored the castle, making it more accessible to the public. The castle itself is not used for meteorological purposes, but visitors can climb to the top to enjoy panoramic views of Central Park and the Manhattan skyline. The Henry Luce Nature Observatory, located within the castle, offers educational exhibits of the park's natural history and ecology. Weird thing number 2, New York City Hall subway station. The City Hall subway station, located in Lower Manhattan, is known for its unique and ornate architectural design. It was officially opened in 1904 as part of the original Interborough Rapid Transit subway line. The station features intricate tilework, skylights, brass chandeliers, showcasing the elegance and attention to detail typical of the City Beautiful movement of the early 20th century. Despite its historical and architectural significance, City Hall subway station has been closed to the general public since 1945. The station curved platform design doesn't align well with the longer, newer subway cars, and the cost of retrofitting it for the modern use has been cited as a reason for its closure. However, the station is occasionally open to the public for special events and tours. City Hall Station is often referred to as a ghost station, not because it's haunted, but because it remains hidden from view during regular subway operations. Subway trains from the 6th line pass through the station without stopping. The station can be glimpsed briefly if passengers stay on board as the train makes its turnaround, revealing the grandeur of the historic space. And finally, weird thing number 1. The oldest structure in New York City. The Wyckoff Farms holds the distinction of being the oldest surviving structure in New York City. Built in 1652 by a Dutch farmer, the farmhouse is located in the Brooklyn neighborhood of East Flatbush. The Wyckoff Farmhouse is a prime example of the Dutch colonial architecture, characterized by its steeply pitched roof, asymmetrical facades, and gambrel roof shape. The house has undergone various modifications over the centuries, but it still retains its historic charm and serves as a tangible link to the city's Dutch colonial past. Today, the Wyckoff Farmhouse is operated as a museum and educational center by Wyckoff House and Association. Visitors can explore the farmhouse to get a glimpse into the daily life of early Dutch settlers. The site also hosts educational programs and events that focus on colonial history and the cultural heritage of the area. The museum provides a unique opportunity to connect with the city's roots and learn about its early agricultural history. Well, that's it for today. I do hope you liked it. I like that it wasn't about your usual tourist attractions, but more about your odd tourist attractions. So if you liked it or hated it, let me know either way down in the comments. And please share this video, will you? And for those still watching, today's code word is Empire State. Put that in the comments to earn New York City karma if they have such things there. Take care. Have a great night.